Okay, I got a confession to make. Before this trip, CNC machines intimidated me. Lasers, I get those. I've built an entire business with a large focus around laser engraving, but CNCs, they've always felt like they belonged in a machine shop, not in the garage of a small business owner like me. Then I got an invitation. InfiMaker asked if I'd fly all the way to San Francisco to see the launch of their brand new desktop 5-axis CNC. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't even know what 5-axis meant, but I knew one thing. If this machine really could make CNC more approachable, I wanted to see it with my own eyes. So I packed my bags and I headed to California. Now, before we go any further, I gotta tell you something. I am not a CNC expert by any means. I'm a laser and sublimation guy. And honestly, I think that makes me the perfect person to show you this machine because I have a feeling a lot of you watching are exactly where I was. Maybe you've looked at CNCs before, maybe thought they look really cool, and then immediately got intimidated by CAD, CAM, toolpaths, feeds, speeds, work offsets, and all of the terminology that seems to come with them. That was me. So instead of showing you this machine through the eyes of a machinist, I want to show it to you through the eyes of someone who makes things for a living, but has never really stepped into the CNC world. I mean, I had a basic starter CNC years ago, but it was a bit intimidating and it was really big and so messy. I ended up making a few signs and that was about it. Now, I'm going to go see something that quite literally erases all of those concerns. Let's take a trip. From the East Coast to the West Coast, I'm headed all the way out to San Francisco to see what this InfiMaker K1 is all about. After making it to San Francisco, I headed over to Human Made, where InfiMaker was holding the launch event for the K1. I really didn't know exactly what to expect walking through those doors, but I was about to get my first look at this thing in person. Hey everybody, I have arrived. I'm at the InfiMaker K1 launch party. This is going to be really exciting. Let's go check it out. One thing I didn't really realize until I arrived, this wasn't just another product demonstration. It was the official launch event for the InfiMaker K1. There was the co-founder, and he's also an engineer. Oh, and he's really, really cool. There were makers, content creators, and people from all over seeing this machine for the very first time. And honestly, I was just excited to be one of them. The very first thing that caught my attention was just how solid this machine looked. Pictures online don't really prepare you for seeing it in person. The fit and finish looked fantastic. The machine has a one-piece cast aluminum bed, a built-in touchscreen, an emergency stop, an integrated probing system, and one feature that kept grabbing everyone's attention: a 6-slot automatic tool changer. Even before seeing it run, you could tell this was not designed to feel like a toy sitting on a workbench. It felt like a serious machine that just happened to fit on a desktop. Now here's where I started learning. Most desktop CNC machines are 3-axis machines. The K1 is a simultaneous 5-axis machine. Without getting buried in technical jargon, that means the cutting tool can approach a part from many different angles without constantly repositioning the workpiece. Less setup, less manual alignment, and the ability to create shapes that would otherwise require multiple operations or sometimes couldn't be made at all. Even as someone brand new to CNC, I could immediately understand why that matters. But if I'm being completely honest, the hardware wasn't actually what impressed me the most. It was the software, because this is where I expected to get completely lost. Instead, their goal is almost the opposite. Rather than expecting someone to become an expert in CAD and CAM before making their first part, InfiStudio, their software program, is designed to remove as much of that complexity as possible. You can import existing models, generate toolpaths automatically, and even use AI-assisted tools to help create a model from a simple sketch. Let me say that again. You can create a model from a simple sketch. That's huge. As someone who spent years trying to make lasers easier for beginners, that philosophy immediately made sense to me. I also had the opportunity to spend a few minutes talking with one of the co-founders. His name is LJ, and he was awesome. Hey everybody, the moment that I've been waiting for. LJ?
Thank you, LJ.
It's a pleasure. It's nice to meet you. This is one of the co-founders of InfiMaker, and this machine is kind of amazing. And I'm sure you know that.
Yeah.
But simple question for you. So, why a 5-axis as opposed to the standard 3-axis?
Yeah, for a 5-axis machine, you don't have to do any flipping,
Okay.
clamping, or realign all the settings before you continue to the next side, right?
Okay.
So people, they have their idea or they have the two passes, just put it in, and
Right.
then walk away, come back for the final part.
So I see it as being able to do a lot of things that a 3-axis, even with tool changes, I don't know that it could do. You really have to position some of the stuff to do that. Who's this machine for?
It's for makers, people who has desire to design, or they already designed something and to make it real.
Right.
So our machine, they can use our software, import to their design.
Stop for a second.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that software.
Yeah.
Because I got to tell you something. I know nothing about CAD. I can barely spell CAD. So, the fact that this machine, you can literally take an object and bring it in.
Yes. You can either, for example, if you're a designer,
Right.
you have either a STL file, a step file,
Right.
or designs you find online.
Right.
Just import to our software. It automatically generates the toolpath.
That's
Then
amazing.
press button, now it's working. And another good thing is if you don't have the ability, or you want something, you draw something, you have sketch, just give it to our AI maker.
Right.
Yeah, it generates a 3D model for you.
That's amazing.
And that can be manufactured again.
And I could see this huge in the ability for me to make a prototype of something that I might want to, to make small amounts, absolutely, but also to prototype if I were going to make, expansive stuff. This is it's a desktop. It's just on a desk.
Yeah.
That's really, really crazy.
It is.
Yeah. And so it's on Kickstarter as of today.
It is.
And so go check them out on Kickstarter. This machine, this InfiMaker K1, I believe is going to change a lot of the hobbyists and the small people. I could see in the garage, people's garage, they've got their little prototyping and small business.
Yeah, small business designers.
Yeah, huge. Yeah. It's an amazing machine. Thank you so much.
You,
check
Joey.
them out on Kickstarter. The InfiMaker K1, you're going to see me talk a lot more about it because this thing is mesmerizing. One thing that kept coming up was who they built this machine for. Not giant manufacturing facilities, but makers, designers, small businesses, and people who simply have ideas they want to turn into real products. That mission really resonated with me. So what surprised me? That it actually does what they've been talking. I mean, it really did take a small block of acrylic and using all 5 axes created an amazing little thing. What impressed me? The machine impressed me. I saw some videos, some promotional things on it, but seeing it in person, it was kind of impressive. What surprised me, I don't know that anything surprised me. It was the people here are very authentic. Not that that surprised me, but I did want to mention that they're just very authentic and they have a lot of passion for their product. What confused me? I'd never been to one of these before, so I wasn't really sure where to go and how it would work. I don't think anything disappointed me. No, nothing disappointed me. I was very impressed overall with the event, with the InfiMaker K1, with the founder LJ. Super cool guy. So yeah, I was impressed with all of that. So I didn't get a lot of opportunity to really look at the InfiStudio software that they've got. Peeked over a couple of heads, but if it does what it says it's going to do, if it can take an image and create a CAD CAM file for CNCing and do it on that 5-axis, that's huge. That's huge. I really look forward to seeing more of their software. Who do I think it's for? I know it's for people that have an entrepreneurial spirit and need prototypes of things. It's going to be a fantastic prototype machine. I could see small batch processing. You know, I have yet to figure out, I don't know how long some of this takes to actually work, so those are questions that I'll have to find out the answers for, but definitely somebody that wants to prototype. I could see if I have a business and people come to me for one-off machining parts, I could definitely see that. In the laser world, I can see a handful of things that, as somebody that's into lasers, that I could use. Yeah, I've got some ideas. Who don't I think it's for? You know, I don't know yet. I don't know enough about it. I'm sure there are some really small kind of crafter people that don't even want to invest really in a more expensive laser. I don't know that it's for them, but you know what, let's get to know the machine a little bit more before we say who it's not for, because I'm not sure about that, because it looks like it's going to do some really impressive stuff. Did my opinion change of CNC machining? Yeah, you know, I think it reminded me. I used to have a little CNC. It was a big CNC, but it was a sort of a DIY CNC machine several years back. I didn't do much more than make signs, and quite frankly, didn't understand what true CNCing could do. And so today it really opened up my eyes on what CNC in general will do, and then also what this 5-axis, the simultaneous 5-axis, is really impressive. It will do a whole lot of stuff. So I think that's going to be it for my time here at the event. We're going to head back from San Francisco to North Carolina, and then we'll do a final recap and my first thoughts on this machine. Okay, walking into this event, I expected CNC to feel intimidating. Walking out, it actually felt approachable. Now, don't misunderstand me. I'm not suddenly a CNC expert. I've still got a lot to learn. But for the first time, I didn't feel like CNC was some mysterious world that only machinists could understand. It finally felt like something I could actually learn. One thing I was hoping for was the chance to actually sit down and make my own part. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. And honestly, I would have loved to experience that workflow firsthand. So this isn't a hands-on review. It's my first impression after seeing the machine in person, talking with the people behind it, and seeing what they're trying to accomplish. And here's the funny part. I came to California thinking I was just going to look at another machine. I came home with my brain racing. Not because I want to replace my lasers. On the contrary, my lasers are still the heart of my business. But now I can't stop thinking about what could sit beside them. What jigs could I machine that would speed up my laser production? Could I make custom metal fixtures, embossing dies, jewelry tooling, heat-resistant engraving fixtures, prototype hardware, leather stamps? Think about it. And then my mind started going even further. What completely new products could I create that I can't make today? That's the part that excites me. Not replacing what I already do, expanding what I can do. As small business owners, we're always looking for that next tool that lets us create something we couldn't create yesterday. And this trip definitely got those gears turning. So look, I don't know if there's an InfiMaker K1 in my future, but I do know this. I understand CNC a whole lot better today than I did a week ago. And maybe that's exactly what this trip was supposed to accomplish. If you're curious about desktop CNC, or you've been wondering if it's finally becoming approachable for people like us, and I think it might be, this is a machine worth paying serious attention to. A huge thank you to the InfiMaker team for inviting me out to San Francisco and letting me see the K1 in person. If you'd like to learn more, I'll have a link to the Kickstarter campaign in the description. Check it out. It's really impressive. As a reminder, this is an affiliate link. It won't cost you a penny more, but it definitely helps this channel, so thank you. As always, if you're into lasers, creating custom products, building your small business, or even building a YouTube studio, don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you will know when new videos are released. Thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. It's never really stopped the CNC world. Opportunity. And then my mind started, and here's the funny part. Fart? It's a fart. Infamous. Take two. Keep it going. Keep it going. I'm not in the garage of a small ended up making a few signs, and that was about it.